All right, buddy. You ready to Paul Blart this one out?
I
I'm
am ready.
got a double chin this week and everything. Oh, got that. All right, come in.
I'm looking like a freshly shaved elephant's butt.
Boy, I look like a freshly shaved hamster.
Rufus, is that you?
I look like 3 days after I shaved my butthole.
That sounds painful, dude. The sharp hairs as you walk.
I'll shave my butthole. That'd be funny if I did though.
All right.
Come in.
3, 2, 1.
What's up, D-Fam? Welcome back to the greatest Bi-City podcast in the world. Oh, shit, we're not Bi-City anymore. It's the greatest podcast in the world. The Weekly D podcast. I'm your host, Danny G, a.k.a. El Paul Blarto. This is my beautiful co-host, Mr. Producer AOZ himself.
What's up?
And this week, we are the college dropouts that now work security.
Jesus fucking Christ. Top flight security, Craig.
We top flight security, Craig.
Hey, but you're not wrong about the whole, disconnect your Bluetooth before unwanted sounds play. Boats and hoes. No, but you're not wrong about the Bi-City, though, because, I'm still in Rosenberg, you in Sugar Land. It's still Bi-City.
We're Greater Houston now, right? That's why we're the greatest Houston-based podcast, because we're Greater Houston.
Yeah.
That makes sense, right? I'm just making that up in my head.
It's kind of like how you can sit there and say that you're from Houston or whatever, but you're like actually from like Kendleton or Warden.
Like 45 minutes outside of Houston.
Houston is 45 minutes away from itself.
That is true. Bro, talking about fucking Houston being far from Houston, did you hear that they're supposed to expand 45?
No, I didn't.
And they're calling it a generational project because they're expecting it to take at least 10 years to complete.
Man, some of the construction that has been going on
It's generational.
Around. Yeah, it has been around since like I was little. Like it's got to be more than 20 years now.
Yep. What I'm saying, I've been in Texas for 15 years, and they're still doing the same construction they were doing back then.
It's kind of like here in Rosenberg, like right there by the CC's.
Mm-hmm.
By the T-Mobile.
Oh yeah, that shit's been shut down. Yeah, that shit's been shut for a minute.
Yeah. They started it because I think they were planning on doing like an overpass over the train tracks instead of the underpass.
Floods under
it. Yeah. They just stopped it.
Oh, they did? They just abandoned ship?
Yeah.
Nice.
Dude, I'm over here like, how you gonna start something but not finish it and force everybody be in like really close lanes together?
Oh no, dude. I bet you the people in charge are the same kind of people that don't make sure their girl comes when they have sex.
Oh, damn.
They just warm her up, get her all hot and ready like a little Caesar's Pizza, and then, I'm good.
Damn.
It's just sitting there all sad, cooling down.
Damn.
You know what that's like, right?
You think they're the type of people that are sitting there like hitting it from the back and then just like, you know what? I'm bored. So they fake orgasm by like pulling out and spitting on her back so that she feels something warm. So she feels something warm. Yeah. Just to make it feel like he actually did.
Yeah. But she knows he's been a gummy bear for like the past 3 minutes. Oh my god. Jesus Christ.
But she's okay though, because she gets it from the side, dude. It is Sancho.
Oh, Sancho. Mr. Porblato. God damn it, Alan.
So today I have a couple of questions for you.
Okay.
Okay. My first question though, it's funny because I don't remember how it came up. I think we were talking about them. What McDonald's character are you?
I'm the purple slush, bro.
God damn it!
Purple slush all the way.
Is that what he's called? Because I don't actually know what his name
I
is.
think his name is Gromis.
Yeah, because I was saying that personally, I think I'm the purple monster.
No, fam, you're the hamburger.
Because I'm fucking no.
You're the same skin
But
tone.
no. My fiance by fucking family history is the Hamburglar.
So who are you then? Ronald McDonald?
I guess.
Or are you the duck? There's a duck, right? Am I tripping?
There is a duck.
Right? I'm thinking about the cartoon, right? Did you ever watch the cartoon?
No, I never watched the cartoon.
You never watched the cartoon?
I never watched the cartoon.
Ronald McDonald?
I didn't even know it was a show.
You've never watched the Ronald McDonald cartoon?
Nah, dude. Growing up, I liked McDonald's, but I think my parents said I preferred Burger King more than I did.
Oh, Alan, how are we friends? How are we friends, homie? How do they choose Burger King over fucking Ronald McDonald?
I think that was just me growing up. I don't know. Maybe, you know what? Maybe it's because fucking Burger King gave me a crown to wear whenever I was there.
So? Ronald McDonald gave us fucking cartoons, bro. Man, they had the pedophile clown.
Ronald McDonald's gave you a playpen full of dirty diapers and random turds in the
sides. And shit.
We took Dylan like a couple weeks back, and I was just like, "Oh God!"
You know what the worst part about the Ronald McDonald ball pit was? That sometimes you walked out of there with pink eye, and you had no idea how. You ever had that happen to you?
They had a ball pin.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I don't remember that.
Back in the day, they had the ball pit. They had everything, son.
But then again, you're like 40. I'm like 20. So
bitch, that is true. I forget that there's like a 3-year age gap, but in those 3 years,
I guess because you were class of 2012. I was like 2014.
See, 2 years, bitch. Over here calling me.
there's like 2 or 3 years. You can't go off of like high school graduation years though, because some people are like 19 when they graduate.
Oh, fuck you. I was 16, 17. You
don't even remember how old you were, man. God.
It was a long time ago. Think about it. It was 2012.
Nah, but the one
10 years ago. 12 years.
The one thing I do remember about McDonald's was the what's his name again? Crash.
Promise?
No, Crash. The video game.
Crash Bandicoot?
Yeah, Bandicoot. There you go. I couldn't remember the last part. I remember playing that like on like the Nintendo 64 that they used to have in there.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. See that was your time kind of shit. Because in my times, we didn't have video games at McDonald's. We had the ball pit, we had the playpen, we had the slides, and we had all the kids that made that place smell like fucking stinky ass feet. I'm telling you, you can play in the ball pit and walk out with pink eye and don't even know how it started.
I don't remember the ball pin.
Man, bro, you're that young. Oh, pubescent ass.
Yeah.
All right. So who are you though? You said you're not the Hamburglar? You're Gromis?
No. I'm Gromis. I say I'm. Bro, I put on a purple shirt. I look like fucking Barney. Like, come on, man.
Who would you say I am then? Because I would say like if I had to like establish our group as characters from Ronald McDonald, you'd be the Hamburglar. Chris would be the duck.
I was about to say that too. Oh, Chris the Bale.
Oh, Chris the Bale. Oh, Duckabell.
Shake your tail feathers for me.
Quack real quick.
How's he like it in the quack? He's gonna be pissed about that one.
Oh, quacker looking ass.
All right, so then who would you say you are if I'm the Hamburglar?
No, you have to choose me. I said I was Gromis if it was my choice.
If it was your choice, I mean, I could go
Who
with that
calling good
too.
Mongomas? Who
But
would I be?
you know, in me, I think our roles are switched here. Okay, you think
Oh,
I'm the hamburger? I think you're the hamburger,
I'm the
man.
hamburger.
You've done some criminal ass shit,
I don't
allegedly.
like him.
Allegedly.
You know, allegedly, I still do a lot of criminal shit for no reason. I was telling my wife that today. I was like, man, you can take the kid out the hood, but you can't take the hood out the kid.
Oh, Walmart brand, or not Walmart brand, all McDonald's brand, Zorro.
Hell yeah, fam. Paint them brown, and that's me.
I
I
actually
do
don't
love
even.
cheeseburgers.
I want to say there was one that was like a character that was like a potato or looked like a
Uh,
potato. At least I thought there
there was a
was.
dog. There was chicken nuggets, I think, too.
Chicken nuggets.
Yeah, in the cartoon. Hold on, wait a minute. Okay, there was Ronald McDonald, the hamburger, the duck, some colored girl, Gromis.
Man, you ain't lying. There was fucking chicken nuggets.
Yeah.
Damn, that duck do be looking like Chris though.
Oh no, Chris looks like the dog, bro. Hold on. Let me let me show this shit real quick.
Yeah, but he said look like the dog, bro.
Have you seen the dog? Hold on. I'm about to show this shit. Let me pull up the dog for all the people that are watching, so y'all can see this shit. Christabel looks like the dog, fam. See the dog?
Yeah, see, that's the cartoon I don't remember ever watching, dude.
Yeah, see, there's the chicken nuggets, there's the duck, the hamburger, this white kid, Gromis, and this girl. And Ronald McDonald that looks like he's on crack. You know, Chris could be Ronald McDonald.
Yeah, he is pretty crazy sometimes. Apparently, there's an Officer Big Mac. I wonder what he looks like.
Officer Big Mac? Oh shit, let's figure that out.
Apparently, there is. Oh, he's straight up an officer. Man, he looked like a fucking. He looked like a Nazi SS soldier.
Oh, Alvin.
Just by his uniform
I'm
that I'm
trying to
seeing.
get us
Yeah.
canceled, fam.
Hey, man, I'm just saying it how it is. What he look like, man? He look like Nazi, man. No wonder you got canceled.
Jesus Christ, Alan, you're just trying to get us
Lord
canceled.
have mercy. How dare you
Oh
say
my
those
goodness.
words?
Oh, Officer Big Mac. I love it when you call me Big Mac.
Yeah, he looked.
Hands in the air, he's a true player.
Oh, so the duck's name is Birdie the Early Bird. You know damn well that's not true because Chris is not an early bird.
Oh, Chris is the dog, bro. He looks more like the dog.
I wonder what the dog's name is though.
Rufus? If I had to take a wild guess.
Rufus?
Bro, that dog looks strippier even in the movie because they have like in the movie there's like partial live action, and then it's the cartoon. Yeah, it's trippy as fuck.
You know what? Speaking of like trippy, I remember a TikTok from earlier this week, showing like there's like this scene. I forgot the name of the movie. Something to do with like a rich kid or whatever. But he's like a little like 8-year-old, and there's like a 20-year-old like smoking hot chick, and he kisses her on the lips. And I forgot the name of the movie.
The Sandlot?
No. It's not The Sandlot. It's a movie about this kid, and it said something. I think the title said something about a rich kid or something like that. But anyway, I was reading the comments, and people were like, growing up, I loved this movie, I loved this scene, but now that I'm older, and my perspectives have changed, this movie scene is very cringy to see a grown ass woman kissing a small child on the lips.
Especially it didn't age well. Not with these times.
Oh no, I bet you they bring it back nowadays, man. You ever heard about the maps?
The maps, bro?
Or is it map?
Fucking mapas?
Is it where's the map?
That's what I thought, dude. So I kept seeing maps all over the internet, right? And my wife, she's like, "Oh, have you heard about what's happening with the maps?" I was like, "What, Dora's map? What do you do to get
There's
canceled?"
plural. I didn't know there was more than one.
I was like, "What do you do to get canceled?" And then you come to find out, MAP stands for what is it?
Minor attracted person.
Which I thought when you said that it was little people love, right? I was like, oh, they're like midgets. Wasn't that either?
No, that's you, dude. Midget attracted person.
Mildly attracted person.
Wait, is that why your wife is so short?
Hey.
Hey, let me find
Keep
out.
my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
I didn't even say your name.
I'll walk over there. Don't make me Will Smith you out.
Hey, man, don't get mad just because I'm speaking the truth.
Oh, man. I mean,
It's all making sense now. It's all making sense. 5 months after the wedding, and it's all making sense now.
It took you a minute.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, back to maps. So apparently there are a whole society of people that like little younger people, right?
Yes.
They're
Basically what it is the pedophiles wanting a proper name to categorize them properly, because being called a pedophile hurts their feelings.
Well, you shouldn't be a fucking pedophile. I mean, goddamn.
That's what I'm saying.
We have pedo Biden in office. I mean, is that not enough fucking like acknowledgement?
I mean, you made it to presidency, goddammit.
Right? Congratulations. Those brown people are still waiting to become president. So
yeah.
Jesus Christ. I mean, I don't even understand why you would want to be labeled. Like, you should be ashamed of that.
There's quite a few, not that I know any, but from my understanding, the way it works is like they become registered like sex offenders or whatever, and they try to keep that like as secret as possible.
Yeah, because they want to be able to touch their little boys.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Either way, I mean,
I am sorry if that's their sexual preference, but that is a no-no.
Like, that was back in like the 1700s. We ain't like that.
Yeah. That's when the life expectancy was 35. Okay, our life expectancy has tripled, doubled.
I want to say tripled.
Jeez,
there's some people living to 100.
I'm over here still doing that math you taught me, and I still can't figure it out.
Dude, trust me, man, I can't figure it out myself, dude. I was like, what happened to memorizing just the combination of numbers that multiplied to like a certain number?
What about timetables? Let's bring those back.
Yeah. Like, why do we have to do this? Like, count by fives on your fingers and then like count backwards or whatever.
I don't know. The fact that it works for these kids blows my mind. You know what? The fact that it works for kids with ADHD blows my mind even more. Like, that's some crazy shit.
That's like the only thing that is stuck with him, is doing it like that when he's not lazy.
Bro, I think that's a conspiracy. There's something going on there. It's more than just fingers. It's the maps. The fucking mapas.
Hey, man, they made it into the school system.
Well, but that's crazy with the maps, because like I remember, so back like I want to say 5-6 years ago, South Park got in trouble for making this fictitious group called NAMBLA, which was the National American Man Boy Loving Association. Like, they make it up for an episode and come to find out it's a real thing, right?
Wow.
Like, it was an actual association where men would invite boys to hang out with them, and like they'd be cool to try to convince them to like hang out with them more, and then try to fondle them and do things to them. And they're in like a super low-key society, but now you got pedophiles out here being like, oh, we want to be called maps. We want to have a flag. We want to be part of the LGBTQ plus community. Like, that shit's wild. Like, honestly, the LG should be really pissed off and just start cutting people off of their plus.
LGB.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't forget about the bisexual.
We need to do a LGB minus.
Goddamn.
Let's put our groups back where they belong.
TQ plus, and then you have LGB minus. Oh man.
I'm just saying, dude. Like, it really bothers me though because it's like right now we live in a society where everyone's trying to label themselves as something, right?
Hmm.
And everyone's so attached to these fucking labels. Like, why can't you just be Alan, right? Or why can't I just be Daniel? Why do I have to be Daniel, whatever you want to label me as,
Like
right?
Daniel, like him, he, him, and then
He, him, her,
Alan, the she, her, whatever. Like, come on,
the
dude.
confused one.
Yeah.
So you're over here on the T for the LGBT.
And
You
I'm
got the
all about
T and the
that.
question mark because it's still not.
Allegedly.
Allegedly,
Allegedly,
gotta be careful,
cannabis.
man. We can't say this in Florida. In Florida, you get my ass thrown in jail too. I don't know if you've heard about that.
What?
It's crazy bills that Florida's passing.
Oh yeah.
Apparently, they passed a bill where like if your child, like let's say if you as a parent expose your child to someone that's part of the LGBTQ plus community, specifically the T part. I don't want to say it because I don't want to get canceled, but the T part, they passed some bill where they can like literally have child protective services come and take your child because you're affiliating them with a T.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro. Times is crazy. They over here got the maps wanting to be identified, and the fucking Floridians, trying to cancel them out. It's a crazy time.
And cancel like Florida's on that cancel culture because first it's like the T's, and
Uh,
then now they're going for the illegal immigrants.
and the G's and the L's and the B's. They're going for all of them, dude.
They're going for the bee's knees.
At this point, like I think at this point it's so bad you can't even, call someone gay or say gay or it's like don't ask, don't tell to the extreme, bro. Actually, I was reading an article today where some teacher, so they just passed another part of the bill because like the first part of that bill was I think only for kids in middle school to high school where you couldn't like talk about sexuality at school.
Yeah.
And like I think last week they passed it to where it's from kindergarten to high school. And there's actually this teacher that's suing old Dirty Sanchez over there because they passed a bill where if the teachers invoke anything that could be LGBTQ plus friendly,
Mm-hmm.
they can lose their license to be a teacher, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, this teacher happened to be playing one of the new Disney movies, not knowing that there was a gay kid or a gay character in the movie. So one of the kids told their parents, and the teacher got fired. Like, they took away her credentials to be a teacher because she was breaking the law and playing some gay shit in front of kids. Apparently,
What movie was that?
I think it was like something Center Earth or one of those new Disney movies.
Journey to the Center of the Earth?
No, the new one. I don't think it's called Journey to the Center of the Earth. I think it's just called Center Earth or something like that.
Hmm.
Yeah, but I mean, like Buzz Lightyear also has a gay character in it, a lesbian character. So, I don't know, dude. They're tripping. All Dirty Sanchez out there is mad with power. Starting fights with Disney, kicking out the illegals, making gay illegal. I mean, at this point, I think they're just referring to gay people as Disney Pluses. I'm not sure.
Is that another category?
That's the new category.
Next week, headlines are going to be talking about how Disney Plus is trying to join the LGBTQ.
Right? Trying to be
We
part
are
of
the
that
plus. We're that plus. We're the
We're-
reason why you have that
We're
plus.
plus plus.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
And then you got LGBTQ plus Max. That's when HBO joins on the.
Oh, that's what HBO. Dude, Max is like their final form. They're just.
Once they get that Max, then they're just like, it's showtime.
Mm-hmm. That's when they evolve from the Max from the plus to the Max.
Yeah.
Jesus, dude.
No,
No,
but
it's wild though.
it is. But kind of like how you said, like, why couldn't we just identify as ourselves? Like, why do we have to throw labels at it?
Exactly.
And I kind of go along with the whole like keeping it out of the school
Mm-hmm.
because it's kind of like I understand that there's some people that are trying to inform children so that way it seems normal. Let
Mm-hmm.
them figure that out at home.
Yeah.
Let school be a neutral ground.
Yeah,
And
as it should
whenever,
be, right?
yeah, and because I mean, like at a young age, yes, some people say that they figured out their identity at a young age. Not everybody does though.
It's bullshit, dude. So I was watching a documentary on this, on like trans people specifically, and they were talking about how many people that transition when they're young, like kids still, regret it by the time they're older because their body's fucked up, their bone structure's fucked up. They realize that maybe they just had some mental health issues at the time. Not saying they're crazy or anything, but maybe they just having trouble adapting to their communities and whatnot,
Kind
or
of like
they're
what
just
they what like
confused. And they decided, hey, like I want to reverse my whole surgery, and now they're going through all this pain, all this suffering to reverse it. When at the beginning, the parents just were like, "No, just write it out." When you're an adult, if you still feel the same way, switch. That's another thing. But all these kids doing it, it's just wild because a lot of them are regretting it. I think they said there's like a 80% of people that transition when they're kids end up regretting it. That shit's wild.
that's what I was saying. Like, keep it out of the schools. Like, leave it neutral, right? And you,
Yeah.
of course, like in high school, like don't get me wrong. There's a lot of people that experiment with a lot of things,
Mm-hmm.
specifically in high school, because
High
you're
school
old
and
enough.
college.
You're understanding. Like, you have rights now. You're becoming
Mm-hmm.
closer to an adult. That you're responsible enough to make your own decisions, and you're figuring out your identity. I mean, I know
Mm-hmm.
somebody that you know I knew them for several years, and just the other day I found out that they'd like pretty much transitioned, and I was just like, well, that's interesting. Didn't
It's
really see
wild.
that coming, but
Yeah.
I guess you figured out your identity,
Mm-hmm.
like, and that was after
It
high school.
happens.
So it
Exactly.
happens at some point in your life. Like,
If
there
it's
ain't
meant to
nothing
be,
wrong with
it's
it.
gonna happen, right? I just
Yeah,
here's my thing. I agree with you that we shouldn't push it in schools, right? I 100% agree with you on that. Like, I don't think it's the school space to be like, oh, hey, like we're gonna teach you about trans, or we're gonna teach you about gay, or we're gonna teach you, like, honestly, a school's job should be preparing us for the future. Teach us how
yeah,
to treat each other like human beings.
yeah,
Don't teach us to label each other.
yeah,
You know, that's where it bothers me. I mean, yeah, we know most parents don't talk to their kids about any of this stuff because they're ashamed or don't know how to, or
yeah.
they're ultra religious, or they just unfortunately don't know how to handle the situation, right? But with that being said, like, I don't know, man. I feel like schools should stay out of it. They should teach it acceptance because at the end of the day, we're all people. At the
Yeah, I
end of the
mean,
day, no
like,
matter what floats your boat, you're still a person. You know.
yeah. It's kind of like I forgot who it was that I was having this conversation with that you know back when we went to school, when I was in high school, like when someone would turn around and say, like, they'd come out and they'd be like, I'm gay or I'm lesbian or I'm bisexual, like nobody treated them any differently.
Yeah, for the most.
They accepted them,
Mm-hmm.
and that was it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm kind of like you said, why not teach that? Just accept people for who they are.
Yeah. Which, I mean, we know the answer, right? It's because everyone's trying to fit into a fucking group, and these groups are either extreme one way, extreme the other way. They love and accept the gays to the extreme. They hate and don't accept the gays to the extreme. Like, it's honestly, it's all these labels that are fucking everything up. Like, let's just be people. Let's be cool.
Yeah.
Let's.
It's kind of like you took religion out of the school,
Mm-hmm.
then go ahead and take out, all
Sexuality.
the
Just teach
sexuality out of it.
acceptance.
Yeah.
Let's treat people like people. I mean, yeah, there's some gray areas there, right? But let's treat them the way they're biolog- biologically made, right?
Hmm.
But let's not label them, right?
Yeah.
You want to be a boy, be a boy. If you want to be a girl,
Like
be a
like
girl. If
don't
you want to be a dude that dresses like chicks, fucking go do it.
like I feel like there's one inevitable section as far as like teachers go.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say the teacher identifies as a certain group, right? Whatever group that is. there is that thing, which is like equal opportunity.
Mm-hmm. Which they're
So
not doing that in Florida anymore, apparently.
oh, well, see, so that's where I see like, okay, there's the little loophole, whatever, but still, it's kind of like, okay, you identify as that group, you go
Mm-hmm.
work with young minds, don't push your beliefs onto them.
See, and that's the problem. It's again, it goes back to everyone being labeled and everyone trying to push what they believe because they want everyone to be a part of their, or they want their group to be right.
Yeah,
You know,
like
at
don't
least
get
that's
me.
the way I see it.
Yeah, like for me, it's just like, you know what, you want to be labeled this, you want to be labeled that. I'll call you this, I'll call you that. You know, when you tell me, I'm not gonna sit there and play guessing games. When you tell me, I'll respect it because do you, boo boo. Like
Yeah, exactly.
I don't care. I mean, you respect me, I respect you. At the end
Exactly.
of the day, you're a person. But
Mhm.
the one where like I see it from the outside perspective, because I'm straight as an arrow, unlike Daniel, being questionable. Although there was some evidence that proved that Daniel is straight as an arrow too. So
I promise you, yeah.
I'll leave it there. I'll leave it there. But
We'll leave it there.
um,
I mean, it's somewhere on the podcast.
yeah. But from an outside perspective, I feel like because a lot of my friends were actually like gay or bisexual or lesbian. Like there's a lot of rights for like same sex marriage and everything that's like come a long way from when
Mm-hmm.
I was in high school.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like some of the like transgender community, how like aggressive they are with everything. Like
Mm-hmm.
not all of them are like that. I understand that. But the
Yeah.
main ones that you see are the ones that are giving like a bad name to that community.
Well, it's always that, right? It's always like it's the same thing with like politics and shit, right? It's always the loudest people that get seen,
Yeah.
but the majority is not the loudest people.
Yeah.
That's usually a small portion.
But I feel like that's where most of the hatred for the community is coming from, is because of them. It's
Mhm.
not that they're being loud and vocal. It's some of them are like violently aggressive.
Yeah,
And
and they try to trick the other person. Like there's
yeah,
a lot of videos like on TikTok and stuff of like trans people trying to trick like the opposite sex to go out with them and stuff.
yeah, I think that's kind of bullshit.
I think that's
You gotta be open to it. I mean, I saw a was it a Jerry Springer episode?
oh, R.I.P. Jerry Springer.
Yeah, R.I.P. Man. I think it was a Jerry Springer episode where he had a man come on the show and like he was backstage, of course,
Hmm.
and then his like I think it was like online girlfriend
Uh-huh.
or like yeah online. They met online. They dated for a little bit. Um, they took it to the show and said
Hmm.
that, and that person said that they wanted to tell their boyfriend that they were actually a man,
Oh no.
right? So that was that was that part, right? So then they bring the guy, the boyfriend out, and they're just like, they have something to tell you,
Hmm.
and they're like, I'm actually a man, right? And instead of getting angry or whatever, he's just like, I like you, I like your personality, I'm willing to
Hmm.
give it a try.
He was trying to see that ding-a-ling.
Bro, they fucking made out on camera.
He was trying to see that ding-a-ling. He knew.
Probably.
He knew. He probably tried to cop a feel and he felt a snake down there and he's like, mm-hmm. He's like, we're
Mm-hmm.
trying this.
No. It's just like I accept you because you're just smaller than mine.
Right? It has to be. It has to be small.
Like
You can't walk out of there walking funny.
like your biggest fear. Like if if he's bigger than me, fuck that shit. I'm walking out the room.
Oh yeah, dude. I ain't staying in there for anything bigger than me. And that's not much to beat to start with. So- oh
but
man.
but in that example there though, that it was accepted because he saw that person for who they were,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
not what they were labeled as
Yeah.
or identified as.
That's what I'm saying. He saw a person, right?
Yeah,
He saw a person he had an attraction to.
yeah,
He went with it. I mean, maybe he was a little bit squiggly and not as straight as an arrow.
and maybe.
Maybe he was
But then
not.
again, I don't remember if it was the last episode or the episode before where I told you like some of these they got you questioning your sexuality though. The way they be looking.
I mean, I'm not gonna interject, but some of them are questionable. Some of them
Yeah,
got that
some
really
of
good
them.
doctor.
Yeah, some of them. I'm just like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Like, there's actually, you know what? Make that 2 people. I know 2 people that transitioned.
Really?
Yes. So there's one. I think he was Puerto Rican. He actually came from Puerto Rico and
Okay.
moved over here.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember him, really intelligent person.
Okay.
And I don't know what he goes by now. Because I haven't seen him in a hot minute. But in high school, came out, said that he was gay. The friend group already knew, and I know it was
No.
it was like a really touching moment for him because he was so
Uh-huh.
afraid that he was gonna lose his friends, and it
Uh-huh.
happened during lunch where he's like, "I have something to tell all of you."
Damn, did they serve hot dogs that day? Because I would have been
No,
more interesting.
no, no. Which was weird that I found myself in that group. That's like one of those groups I don't normally hang out with, but I was
Okay.
a part of like different groups.
Uh-huh.
So I found it weird that I was in that group at that time. But uh he came out and says, "I'm gay."
Oh
And
man.
everybody was just like, we knew that.
Yeah, congratulations. It's about time.
Started crying and
Wow.
wondering how we knew. And we're just like, we could just tell, man.
The man
We accepted it a long time ago. We just didn't say
yeah.
anything. We waited for you
Uh-huh.
to have the confidence and take the time to get that
Yeah.
resolve to come on out. It was a really touching moment. And
Are you crying too?
and then it was no, I didn't cry.
Mm.
Uh and then I think it was like 2 years after graduating, so like 2016, I want to say 2015,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
2016. I go to the Olive Garden over here,
Olive Garden.
and
Okay.
yeah, I go to the Olive Garden with my best friend at the time, and a waitress comes up. I'm not looking. I'm looking at the menu. I look up and I'm like, holy shit. It turned out to be the guy that came out in high school.
Well, be honest, you saw her and you're like, damn, I'd tap that ass.
That's one of the ones as an example. I was like, oh my God, you really filled in that role. I'm not gonna lie. You got me questioning some
You
shit
were
right
thinking
now.
about it, Alan.
You got me questioning
This
some
is
shit.
this
I'm gonna be
right.
honest.
You're over there trying to look
Right?
like that's great, right?
But in reality, it wasn't so much like a sexual thing. It was more of
Uh-huh.
like,
Uh-huh.
how do you call it? Like the glow up.
Okay, okay. That's what
So
you
there
get.
was a glow
Sure,
up.
Alan. Sure,
Yeah.
Alan. Yeah,
I
okay.
literally thought it was a
Uh-huh.
female though.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And I
Uh-huh.
found out who it was, and I was just like that one episode, I was like, one wouldn't hurt.
You're like, I'd still tap it.
No. But
She looks like,
I even told them, like, I'm really proud of who you've become. I'm really proud that, you know who you are. And after that, I don't know what he changed his name to. I don't know what he goes by
damn,
anymore.
Alan.
And I'm not gonna lie, there's been times where like I think about him and I'm just like, I wonder how they're doing.
Damn, Alan. You think about him still? It was that impressive?
Yeah. He was a good friend. He's a
Oh,
really
that
good friend.
impressive. Okay.
Yeah, he's a really good friend.
Yeah, good friend, right? He
Yeah,
showed you
really
how
good
to be your
friend.
goods?
Yeah. No. No.
He was that good of a friend? He let you take it for a test drive?
No.
Oh, let me find out,
I
Alan.
told you, man, I'm as straight as an arrow, okay?
Yeah.
I don't do none of that, okay?
Yeah, okay. I don't know, Alan. You're a little questionable here.
No, man. I'm just saying, man. That some of them they are kind of questionable. They make you question his sexuality. And he was one of them.
You know?
And he was one of them. But at the same time, he was a really good friend.
Okay.
Yeah, especially since like his dad didn't take very well to him coming out.
Oh, those are the rough ones, huh?
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I think he might have I think the moment he had the opportunity, he moved out.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So that's
Makes a
kind of
lot of
why that
sense.
was kind of like one of those why I think about them. I don't know. I find myself after high school now that I know there was like a lot of friendships that I had that weren't really that deep,
Uh-huh.
right? It's like kind of like that. Some people show up for like a season,
Yeah.
but there's a couple of them where I find myself here lately like
Pondering.
because I have like really bad memory. And I kind of wonder if the bad memory is to like suppress certain feelings or something. I'm
I
not
don't
too
know, but you
sure.
got some selective ass memory over here
I
talking
do.
about bad
I
memory.
do. I do. Like talking about that memory, you saw how selective that was, right? And how specific it was, and how as I was saying it, I was picturing it in my brain,
You're thinking about that
and I was
album,
like,
huh?
I remember how it all went down, facial expressions and everything.
She winked at you,
No,
huh?
no. Um, but I kind of find myself randomly like, I guess, daydreaming or pondering, like you said, and I suddenly remember a certain memory, and I'm like, that wasn't a very significant memory,
Mm-hmm.
but yet I remember everything that happened. I remember the conversation and everything,
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes I'm like, damn, I wonder how they're doing.
Gotcha. Okay.
And then other times it turns into like those bad memories.
Uh-huh.
Like even though it wasn't that significant, for some reason it like scarred you in a sense.
Mm-hmm. I've had some of those too.
Yeah. And I think about them. Like I remember like a random memory of like a best friend at the time. And I'm just like, I hope that motherfucker's brakes don't work.
God damn. Talking about memories, like earlier today, I was talking to my wife, right? We were going to the t-shirt spot to go buy some more shirts at the wholesale.
Mm-hmm.
And we were driving back, and she was talking to me about how she's going back to school and whatnot. You know, she has a few classes to finish, so I'm trying to motivate her, right? And she's like, "Yeah, I need to study for this class because I need to pass it and this and that." And I was like, "Yeah," I was like, "Don't worry about it, babe. Like, I'll be here for you. I'll be your rock. If you need someone to help you study, I got you." I was like, "I'll be," I was like, "I'll be like that Hispanic dad that yells at you when you can't figure out a problem, right?" I'm like, it just triggered a memory in my head where I remember that I was with my dad and he was helping me with my math homework, and he kept asking me what's 2 + 2, and I kept saying 5 because I was a fucking retard when I was a kid, and he kept getting mad. He's like, "Pon atención, pendejo!" Like the watching guy. And I remember, like, it just triggered like all these times that my dad helped me with homework, science homework, English homework. Actually, my dad never helped me with English. Don't let me lie to you. But it was math and science homework. And he would always yell at me and call me a dumbass or pendejo, and he would like he'll slap me in the back of the hand like no mames, like pon atención. And all of a sudden brought me back to this one day where he's helping me on homework, and like he keeps asking me the same question, right? And I keep answering it wrong, and he's like, "Pay attention, like pay attention. It's not that fucking hard. Pay fucking attention, or I was gonna smack you in the back of the head." And I was like, "Damn, I can't figure it out. It's too fucking hard. Like, I don't know the answer." And I'm fucking bawling at this point, right? Just crying. Like, I'm like 6 years old, and he's bullying my ass because I can't figure out this problem. So he starts reading it slow to me like I'm fucking retarded. He's like, "Pon atención. It's really simple." He's telling me, I'm fucking crying. I get to the point where I'm just pissed off, and I'm like, "Fuck this!" I grab the homework, throw it off the table, and run out that door because I thought I was gonna run away that day. I didn't even pack shit. I didn't even pack a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I was gonna fucking die out there. Like that's how mad I was. And anyways, I got like down the street and I got tired and I was hungry. It was dinner time, so I came back. I'm all crying, right? And my mom gives me dinner and everything, and I'm like, "Fuck yes, I think I got out doing homework." Like I'm still like pretending like I'm crying, eating my soup and shit. And my dad's like, "Oh, cabrón, before you go to sleep, we're gonna figure this out." He answered the question again really slow. And I answer it wrong again, and he smacks the shit out of me. And I'm sorry. And I'm just yelling, "I'm sorry, Dad. I don't know." He's like, "How the fuck do you not know? You've answered the same question wrong 5 times, and it's a true or false question. How are you getting it wrong?"
You're like, it's a 50-50 chance, and you still keep hitting the wrong 50, even though you know that it's wrong.
Jesus.
Oh, dude, that sounds like me dealing with Dylan with homework like every day. Oh my god.
True or false question, right? I was telling my wife this, right? And I'm over here just like getting triggered by the memory. And she's like, "I'm gonna slap the shit out of you too. How did you not get a true or false question right after 5 times?"
Oh man.
Dude, I was a bully when it came to homework. And when my mom, right? My mom, a woman that doesn't speak English, decides to teach me English when I'm in fucking kindergarten. No wonder I never learned how to read until like second grade.
Are you blaming her for your like dyslexia?
Yes, bro. Bro, how are you gonna have a woman that doesn't speak English read to you one fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish with a fucking accent? Okay? One fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish? Nah, fam, I was all fucked up by the time I went to school. I don't know
and,
shit
and
for
then
shit.
she and then she looks at you, kiss fish,
Exactly.
and you're like, pescado.
No, I was
How
probably
they
like,
say
I said, I'm not.
this?
Well, you never had this, right? Or your parents were like, ¿Para qué vas a la escuela si no sabes how to translate? Did your parents ever do that to you? Oh, dude, when I was a kid, my mom would always make me answer the phone for her. And remember, she's teaching me English while I'm going to elementary school, okay? So my English is very bad. And she would tell me to translate for her on the phone, and the person would be talking to me in English, and I'm like, "Amá, no sé cómo decirte eso." Like, I don't know how to tell you. And she's like, "Cabrón, ¿para qué vas a la escuela entonces? ¿Para qué te mandamos a la escuela si no vas a aprender?" Like, she would just start going off on me like, because I couldn't translate. And I was like, "I don't even fucking speak the language yet." Jesus,
Wow.
dude.
Yeah, no, I
God,
didn't have
I'm
to.
triggered
I
by
didn't really have to go through that because my dad kind of like learned English when he came over here, and
Mhm,
then my mom was born in Mexico, but she pretty much went to school here and everything, so she
mhm.
actually knew English. So
You lucky bastard. Like, my dad knew English, but he didn't teach me English. It was my mom
like,
teaching
and
me.
then, but I mean, I guess I kind of got it growing up from my grandma. Like my grandma, she speaks English, but it's not that great.
Mhm,
She mainly speaks in Spanish, and
mhm,
there were times where I think she had me answer or
mhm,
let me take over the phone call and try and translate for her.
mhm,
Yeah, and there was a lot of I don't know how to tell you that. I don't know how to phrase that in
mhm.
Spanish. I know how to say it in English, but I don't know, and I
Mhm.
know what it means in English, but I don't know how to direct translate it to
Yeah.
Spanish.
I mean, I'm a pro now, dude, but like, Jesus Christ, all the trauma my parents put me through.
Mm.
And then, like I said, it didn't make sense. My dad was the one that spoke English, and instead of him reading to me at night, it was my fucking mom reading one fish, two fish.
Look, she said, "Mira, pendejo, you're gonna learn. We're gonna learn together."
Exactly. You know, ironically, I learned how to read upside down before I learned how to read normally.
What?
Yeah. Fun facts about Daniel.
Why? Did you just grab the book upside down whenever you were reading it, or was it
I
because she was
guess.
trying to show you?
I think
Show you.
she was trying to show me, and I was like this, like over the book.
Uh,
Uh huh.
mm, that
Mm-hmm.
explains a lot. I'm not gonna lie.
Hey, fuck you. My brain works.
So speaking of like these like memories being triggered and everything,
Mhm.
has there ever really been a moment where like your wife has like silenced your like inner thoughts, intrusive or in a good
So
way?
I need more context as to what this question means because again,
So
I
okay.
literally just told you for 30 minutes that I'm retarded. So I need a little bit more context.
So then I guess I'll go first and then you can kind of uh play it off of that, I guess. And I wrote it all down, so I'm just gonna be reading it because my dumbass can't remember shit anymore. So I
Wow.
gotta write it down. Yeah, I'm reaching that age, bro.
Okay,
It's kind of scary. It's kind of scary.
kind of scary. Well, let me get a little bit of background music. Okay, there we go.
Oh shit. Not really the best like song for this. You gotta update your soundtrack, DJ.
There you go. There you go. I got you, fam.
Yeah, that one's all right. That's all right. All right. So me and my fiance were going to her grandma's house. For some reason I can't exactly remember why. I think we were just visiting, just to check
Uh-huh.
on her.
Uh-huh.
And in during the drive there, I became super aware, and I've had these thoughts like before, where I don't know if you've had them, where you become super self-aware to the point to where you're like, how am I seeing out of these eyeballs?
Oh yeah.
Like how like and you're staring at your own hands and you're just like, how what makes me alive, what makes me me,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
kind of thing. And like where how do I word it? So it was like that kind of moment, and then I immediately went into when I die, will I remember this life? If so, I was like, I hope I find my love again because of how much I love her. But then I was like, but when I die, what's it feel like to die in first person? Like, is it actually black? Do you like, does it just become darkness, or do you replay your life? You know, like your life flashes before your eyes, or do you start a new life, or do you just repeat the same life over again?
No, fam. I hope you start a new life. I don't
Right.
know. Me and my wife have this agreement that when we die and our souls are just like traveling through space, that we're gonna go meet up at some coffee shop in Soul World in heaven. We're gonna have a little bit of coffee and pan dulce.
And that's what I kind of hope too, right? But then it, like, my thought then went into where thinking about the death or whatever in first person. I was like, you know what? Whenever I have kids, I hope they become like me.
Like
because yes, become like me. Because whenever I pass away, I hope that they have the strength to like let my girl go through it. Because if not, I feel like I'd have like a lot of regret that she'd be going through like all this pain and everything. And me being the person that I am specifically to her, like, I'd feel bad knowing that I wouldn't be there when she needed me the most.
Gotcha.
You know? So, and then I jump into where I kind of like finished saying, like, you know, I would feel bad that I'm not there when she needed me the most. And it's really intrusive thoughts. I was going into like a really dark like wormhole into these thoughts, and like within like 60 seconds, right? Like a bunch of dark thoughts, and it was just looping over and over. I could feel myself drowning in these thoughts. I don't know if it's like a panic attack or anything like that, but
that is exactly what you call a panic attack, sir.
Okay, so I'm drowning in those thoughts, right? But I'm not hyperventilating. I'm not anything. I'm just kind of like just stuck in my own mind, almost like daydreaming.
Panic attacks come in different forms.
Okay, so I'm going through that, right? In that moment, my girl's driving. In that moment, she grabs my hand. I have not said anything. She grabs my hand. Everything just disappears. Like, she literally pulled me out. Right?
Took you out the dark.
And I still didn't tell her anything about it, right? I didn't tell her until we got home after doing everything, where I sat there and I was like, you know, when you held my hand, these are the thoughts that I had, A through Z. Every single one of them. I went into even more detail with them and everything. And she was just like, that's fucking crazy. Because in that moment, something was telling me to hold your hand.
Bro,
something she's like something told me to reach out to you. And I was just like, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah, for real.
Like, I don't know if it's like she instinctually like felt, I guess, like my panic attack, or if something really like kind of like a sixth sense.
Yeah,
like,
I don't know.
Like maybe wild. God spoke to her or something, but I was just like, bro, it's crazy. And then that's kind of made me wonder, like, have you ever had that kind of moment where like you're going through A through Z, like all these memories, and they're compiling, like some of them, well, majority of them are kind of like negative in a sense, but it's more of like just questions that you want answers to. And while you're in that loophole, has there ever been a moment where like, no, they're like, there's like this small little thing, and she pulls you right out of it?
Yeah. So, like, I get lost in my thoughts a lot. I don't know if you've ever noticed this when we work together. Like, some days I'll just be really quiet because I'll just be lost in my thoughts, just like constantly thinking about things. And in a way, in a way, like, the Weekly D podcast ain't shit yet, right?
Yeah.
We've gotten to this point. Like, we've had some successes. But in a lot of ways, like, I have really bad imposter syndrome, right? Like, it's been like that my entire life. Like, the same thing with, you know, my old job, how I was on at the top, right? But I still always felt like I wasn't shit.
Yeah.
Like that's one of the biggest driving forces for me, right? But I have a lot of imposter syndrome. I have a lot of things where, like, I don't believe I deserve like what I have, right? Like I have this all the time happen to me where I'll be sitting in this apartment that I live in now, and I'm like, I don't deserve this, right? Or like I'll be with my wife and I'll be like, I don't deserve this, or like I'll start thinking like, man, any minute now something's gonna happen. I just don't belong here and this and that, and it's the way my mind fucks with me all the time, and sometimes it puts me in really bad states, like where I get really depressed, where I'm just like, nah, like I shouldn't be here, I shouldn't deserve this. Like it fucks with me a lot, like a lot, and it's so crazy because the days that I'm like the most quiet or like I'm just not feeling myself, my wife will realize it like as soon as she wakes up, she'll be like, oh, something's wrong. And then she'll come ask me or like she'll grab me and be like, give me a hug or something. And she'll be like, I know something's going on, but I'm just giving you this hug like to let you know I'm here, but you don't gotta talk if you don't want to.
Yeah.
I mean, one of my biggest issues is like I don't know how to express myself when it comes to things like that. I don't know how to communicate, which is one of the biggest reasons why I'm starting therapy again. Like, getting actual help with realizing these things, because there's been a lot of things that have been taking a toll within my life as of late.
Yeah.
Especially after being married, there's so much imposter syndrome that has come with it. There's so much, like things that have caused me to get into deep depression and just like not be myself. And I know it's taking a toll on everything in my life. Like even this podcast, like there's days where I'm on, like I'm killing it, and then there's days where it's just like I'm the lowest energy of the group.
Yeah.
Right. And it's crazy how a woman has an intuition or whatever you want to call it, right? I'm gonna call it intuition because it's like they have that sixth sense where they feel the people that they love around them. They can feel when something's wrong, and I don't know how they do it. Because my dumb ass, like something could be wrong with her. I'm just like, something seems off. Like I'm just like scratching my chin trying to figure it out all day. And then when I finally figure it out, she's like, "Why the fuck didn't you say anything? Something's been wrong."
You're like, I didn't want to check the wrong answer.
Exactly.
I have PTSD where my dad smacked me across my head for getting it wrong, even though I knew the right answer.
Exactly, bro. So like, I don't know. I have had that happen, and it's like the most amazing feeling in the world because, like, when you're deep in the trenches, it just feels like someone pulls you out. You feel like you're drowning over there, and then you just get pulled out. And, I've done a lot of stupid shit in my life. I have a lot of things I should regret that I don't regret. I have a lot of shit that I do regret. I mean, I had drug issues. I had all sorts of issues. And all I gotta say is my wife's a saint for fucking marrying me and staying with me as long as she has.
Yeah. I and everything you said I kind of like really understand too, because I personally go through it from time to time. Mine hasn't really been that bad lately, I guess, because I finally accepted the well, I don't know if I really accepted it. I think it's like I was forced to accept it because Nicole would like beat the shit out of me if I ever like verbally told her that, I don't deserve to be here. I don't deserve to have like what I have now, even though, from an outside perspective, we're both very successful, right? You and me, we're both successful in our own ways.
Mm-hmm.
But yet mentally you get inside your own head and you're sitting there like, I don't deserve it, right? You don't think it's good enough.
Exactly,
right? And it also falls down to like how we both have that we're running out of time,
bro. Yeah,
even though we still have like 50 years ahead of us,
right.
But it still feels like you wake up tomorrow and you're just like, bro, I feel like the next time I wake up I will be 50.
I had to get myself an agenda just to help calm my mind, because and this thing's full of notes every day, because if not, I legit start going crazy. I mean, you saw me in the midst of me really going through, like, I'm running out of time,
Yeah.
You saw me working 2 jobs over 20 hours a day,
sometimes 3,
and just like running and gunning and not stopping because I have that imposter syndrome. I have the feeling that I'm never doing enough to succeed in life, which is crazy, which I really hope the therapist I got from BetterHelp could help me resolve this, because it's been getting worse as I get older,
It's that anxiety.
Bro, it's severe anxiety now. I got anxiety about everything, dude. I could fart the wrong way and get anxiety.
God damn.
It's that bad right now.
But thinking back, talking back to like how I say I have like random moments or random memories at random times. I have another memory. So I don't remember what exactly I was thinking about, and I'm trying to remember. Something happened in my life about a year ago. Something happened. I can't remember what the hell it was. But it kind of got me. It kind of got me like in my own head, and it actually happened at work. And I was sitting there working on the lawnmower.
Oh, I think I know this one.
I don't remember what it is. I just
I
remember that I
said something to you and it triggered you. And you're like, "Fuck this guy."
No, not like that. Not like that. It was although that is one of them, I think too. Yeah,
I remember that triggered you. I was there for that one.
Yeah, fuck that guy. I was in my own head, and I was like, "Fuck that guy." No, this one like pertains to you specifically.
Oh shit.
So it's kind of like I was in my own head. I guess I was working myself up emotionally. I guess it was one of those like I feel like I'm not going anywhere in life. I feel stuck. And I think I was having like one of those deep moments. And as usual, I tell you good morning, amigo, and you say it back or whatever, and then we're like separate, doing our own things in our own stations. And I think we go damn near close to lunchtime without talking. Right. And it's just me like trying to focus on what I'm doing to keep myself from getting inside my head. And I kind of specifically remember reaching a certain point where there was a pause and like I almost went off like the deep end. And then all of a sudden you just walk over and you're like, so where do you want to go for lunch? And you're like, because I was thinking sushi. And then from there, instantly, I was like, I was good for the rest of the day.
God damn, look at me over here being a saver.
Yeah. So it's kind of like that random moment. But yes, that other one was where I was working on the lawnmower. I was in my head. I was frustrated about something. And I remember the service manager walking over and told me about how to do something or why am I doing it like this. And I snapped at him and I was like, well, if you want to fucking do it, then you get on your fucking knees, get fucking dirty, and get over here. If not, go sit your fucking fat ass back down in that fucking office and stay the fuck away from me.
Oh, dude, that made my day.
And then you went in there after all that and he's like, hey, what's wrong with Alan, dude? He's in a mood today. And then wasn't it that day where he sat there and he took us both out to lunch?
Yeah, because I cussed him out that day too, remember? He told me something too, and I was like, get your fat ass out there.
And I think it was just before lunch that day where I was just like, watch, I bet she's gonna take us to fucking Bayou Boys as an apology. And sure enough, come on, you two. Clock out. We're going to lunch.
Right. But that day we were both pissed off for some reason.
Yeah, I don't remember what the fuck we were pissed off at.
I don't remember.
But I think we were feeding off of each other at the same time too.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, half the time I was pissed off because I didn't sleep enough the night before. I had to be at a place I hated with people that I really disliked, except for you. So it was rough.
Yeah, I was like, hey, watch it, man. Tread lightly with what you say there, man. I was about to say, well, fuck you too, then, dog. God damn.
Oh yeah. No, you know what's crazy though about what you said, like how I like came up and drug you out. I don't know why. Like every porter I've worked with has always said something similar to what you said. And for some reason, every porter I've worked with after they leave the company, they like make life-changing moves.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I don't know. I don't know. Like I feel like there was more than one. There was more than one like moments, but I specifically remember that one. I think it was the day where I had like that I'm stuck mentality. And then you were like, let's go to lunch. And we went to lunch, had a conversation about random shit that we normally talk about. And then I was just like, I feel better now.
Damn, I miss those conversations.
Like I was like, okay, so now I'm remembering it a little bit more. So just before you came over and talked to me, I remember thinking to myself, fuck this shit. I want to go home. I'm not mentally capable enough to sit here and try and focus on what I'm doing. Like that's
Uh-huh.
how close I was to reaching the edge.
Uh-huh.
And then
Damn.
you made it better.
Look at that. See, I got you, amigo.
Yeah.
Got your back.
See, and then now I'm thinking about another memory where I remember back then when I was friends with like a bunch of females in high school and stuff. Sometimes, and I don't know if you've ever had this happen to you,
Mm-hmm.
where sometimes like somebody crosses your mind and
Mm-hmm.
you shoot them a text and you're like, "Hey, how's it going? You doing all right?" Or you just get that sense and you're just like, "Hey, are you okay?" And then come to find out they're actually going through some shit
Yeah.
and they're just like, "How the fuck did you know?"
You get that feeling, right? That, like you should reach out to somebody. See, that happens. I had a homie at the other store before I went over to the Rosenberg store. His name was Eddie, Big E, and me and him used to have like similar conversations to what you and me used to talk about, right? Like when we talk about life, about everything, and for some reason I always come up with half decent advice that I never listened to myself, but. Like I used to always talk to him, and like after he quit, because he quit before I did. No, he quit after I did. You know, me and him still keep in contact. And like the other day, I shot him the text. I was like, "What's up, bro? Like, you good?" I was like, "How's life doing?" And he's like, "Man," he's like, "I'm tired of all of these bitches." Because he be hoeing around out and busting it, bro. Not to put him out there like that, but he be hoeing around. And he was just telling me, he's like, "Man, I'm tired of all these bitches always treating dudes bad and this and that." And he's like, "I'm just a dude that's trying to turn my life around." Like he was a felon before I met him, so like he was really trying to turn his life around. He had finally got a good job, got his own place, and like the chick he's been with cheated on him.
Oh,
I was like, "Damn, bro." I was like, "Man, fuck them bitches." I was like, "Get out." I told him, I was like, "Man, get yourself out of that situation. Stop hanging out with the same people you hang out with." And then, like, I want to say like a week ago, he texted me. He's like, "Bro, I listened to what you said," and I was like, and he's like, "Now I'm doing good. I'm going back to church. I got me this new honey." Like, he was all happy. I was like, "Damn, bro." I was like, "I'm proud of you."
It's kind of weird though, like not only like when it happens to you when someone reaches out and they like kind of change your perspective and like push you into like a different course, but
Mm-hmm.
it's also kind of weird when you think back to it, like where you did a not really thinking about it moment and you're just like, "Hey, how are you doing? Like, what's up?
Mm-hmm.
What's going on?" And you sit there and actually like push them in a different direction and it
The
becomes life changing.
that simple text, man, could do a lot.
Yeah.
Talk about simple texts. I don't know if you heard because you probably never met him, but one of my best friends from the Southwest store, he was a 60-year-old man named Larry, and like when I quit, he used to call me all the time, like, "What's up, buddy? Like, how you doing?" Since the day I left the Southwest store, like he's the one that used to always call me and ask me about shit and like talk shit about all his coworkers at the shop. And like the dude was my homie, even to this day, like he would text me and stuff. But like I recently found out he passed away a week ago. Like,
Oh,
and
he's the one that you posted a picture of.
yeah, yeah. So me and him, we were like best friends, dude. We used to talk shit to each other, have a good time. We worked together. We worked great together, and it tripped me out, dude. Like, you know, I went from hanging out with him to talking to him on the phone the day before, and then over the weekend I find out, oh, he passed away. I was just like, damn, dude, like that was a good ass dude. But anyways, like I knew his best friend because I also worked with his best friend for some point.
Mm-hmm.
And they invited me over. They had a big old barbecue for him and in his memory. And it was like the coolest thing ever to just go back and hang out with a bunch of old ass like mechanics. We were all talking shit, having a good time. And it made me realize, you know, don't forget to text your friends. You know,
Yeah.
that small text, that small call, it goes a long way.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I've been going through some shit, Alan. You got me all fucking serious over here. Deep thinking.
Yeah. Yeah. Deep thinking.
Son of a
I
bitch.
don't know. And you know what's funny though is that I had this conversation. I didn't even know what you were going through.
Yeah.
And that's probably why when I like kind of sent you the question like beforehand, but I didn't give you my answer. You were kind of like, "Ooh, I think that's gonna be a good one, but I think that's gonna be a very deep conversation."
Yeah, bro. There's a lot of shit. I mean, I haven't told you the full story because I don't think I'm ready for it.
Nah, you good, man.
You
You don't
know,
have to explain anything.
I gotta go through therapy so I can put my thoughts together and whatnot. I don't
Yeah,
know. Maybe one day we'll run it back on the podcast and we'll talk about like all this shit because it's been very impactful in my life.
and possibly go back and give a review on BetterHelp.
Hell yeah, dude. Oh, I'm definitely. If this works out, I'm gonna blow up Better Help for sure.
You're like, sponsor me. Okay, I was
It's
one of your
youth
customers.
therapy.
I paid for this. I paid for this.
Exactly.
Let me
It's not
pay.
cheap, bro.
Like, pay me back by at least giving me a sponsorship.
I'm just saying, BetterHelp is awesome. They give you scholarships and shit, like so you can pay for it, like financial aid. But that shit's not cheap. At
I
least
mean,
with the income I make.
I also remember how you and me like during our lunches sometimes would think about like whenever we would blow up, whenever we would
Mhm.
get bigger as a podcast, as a company, that we were just like one of our foremost things up front was taking
Mental
care
health.
of the people that are like below us or at the same level as us or whatever, like whoever we're in charge of or whatever. And
Mm-hmm.
we were just like, we should definitely set up a system to offer, like free therapy or whatever.
Yep. Yep.
Because we're just like, if you're not mentally capable of in in a certain day, you're not mentally capable enough to like function.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, you know what? Screw your job. Take
Go
care of
take care of
you.
yourself, man.
Yeah. Because if you don't take care of yourself, then at the end of the day, I end up hurting in a sense
Exactly.
because, you're sacrificing, and you're not giving back to yourself. It's kind of like, what are
You're
you doing?
burning out. Yeah.
Yeah, you're burning out. And then it hurts everyone around you because, sometimes you get into that negative space and it's contagious.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy contagious.
But it's perfectly fine. It's perfectly normal. I don't understand why it's not like a normal thing nowadays where you sit there and you can actually take a step back and collect yourself. Take some time off.
Yeah, you
I
gotta
don't
take
I don't
yourself
understand
before
why
you
that's
leave
not
this.
a normal. I don't
I mean,
understand
it's
how that's like a
becoming a
normal.
norm. It definitely is. I mean, there's certain companies that do that nowadays, right? Like that they're real big on mental health. My current employer is huge on mental health and whatnot.
Well,
So
yeah,
yeah,
you specifically because you work from home now, so you've got a
yeah.
lot of like exclusion from like society in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
All you do is stare at a computer screen and answer phone calls, really.
And look outside the window and watch the storm roll by. Oh, but
But
that's
like,
why I got a cat and a puppy, right?
yeah, that's the crazy part, right? Like, I was the first one to get like the office job, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh, this is Cadillac. I'm in the AC. And then it so happens to be like certain days where I'm out there and I'm like, it's raining. I'm getting rained on.
Uh-huh.
I'm sweating because it's burning fucking hot. And I'm like, fuck. I could go back to my office, but this is something I need to take care of real quick.
Uh-huh.
And I'm sweating, and I text you, and you're just like, bruh, I stay at an even 69 degrees. And I'm like, go fuck yourself, Daniel.
Rain, hot, snow. It's 69 degrees in this.
Bro, but also, like, when you walk outside to go, like, get your groceries or whatever,
Huh?
and it's like this hot, do you get, like, PTSD of, like, that nasty ass, dusty ass shop?
Nah, fam. You know what's crazy is like I do miss like being in the dirt and stuff or like working outside. But I mean, I walk outside so many times throughout the day. Every break I take, like I take my dog, and I live on the third floor, like you know. So
Yes.
like I go up and down those stairs multiple times throughout the day, and we run the lake. Like we get some steps in. Um, and thankfully, I have this really cool product. It's called Ball Wash, and they keep me pretty nice and fresh and clean. And I think right now is a good time to tell you more about our friends at Ballsy.
That was
If
one
you
of the
got
reasons why I
sweaty
left.
balls, stinky balls, or just aren't getting lucky, let me put you on some men's grooming company that focuses on keeping them boys smooth, clean, and stench free. It's Ballsy coming to you with their bestseller, the sack pack that comes with pH balanced ball wash to clean the crud off your nuts. The sack pack also comes with the in-between spray to refresh your droopers and keep them smelling good throughout the day. Lastly, the sack pack comes with the Nut Rub Solid Cologne that gives you that long-lasting smell good. So be like me and get the funk off your junk, and maybe you'll get laid too. Go to bellwash.com, use our promo code TWD15 and get 15% off your first purchase. Ball wash. Get the crud off your junk. Boom. All right, amigo. I feel like we've had a pretty good conversation today. How are you feeling
Hell yeah.
about it?
I'm feeling pretty good. I think we really went off the deep end on some of the things.
Going off the deep end.
So basically,
Yes.
what I've learned at the end of the day is acceptance, accept everybody for
Mhm.
who they are,
Uh-huh.
and take care of yourself. Take care of your mental health.
Yes,
And
sir. And also, we agreed that we're both fucking Grommis from McDonald's.
yeah,
And Chris is the dog, whatever the fuck its name is.
yeah, whatever that dog is.
I think this is a good time to get into our mock draft. What do you think?
Yes.
Is it
It's
time for that
fucking
mock
time.
draft?
I'll pull
All
up
right.
my
So how
list.
should we do this?
Oh, I got a joke for you before we go into this. While you set whatever up,
Okay. Go for it.
and you're gonna sit there and you're gonna be like, "What the fuck, Alan?" But anyway, so if you Snapchat a picture of your thing to your
Uh-huh.
boy and he screenshots it, who's gay?
Um. Okay. Repeat the question one more time because I want to make sure I understood this the way I think I understood it.
If you Snapchat a picture of your thing
Uh huh.
to your boy
Okay.
and he screenshots it,
Okay.
who's gay?
Obviously the dude that screenshots it because he's trying to keep that shit for record. I mean, it ain't gay to send your boy your beat. It's
Uh,
gay if he saves the beat.
I I saw that question, that joke, like on TikTok, and like I read all the comments, and everybody's like, the dude that screenshot it, because you're like, you don't know the full story. Maybe he accidentally sent the dick pic to like someone else. Like,
It ain't gay to send your meat. It's gay to keep the meat.
yeah, at least it wasn't like somebody I know that posted it on their story.
Oh, dude, I've done it a few times by accident.
While talking to, how many was it? Like 3 different females?
No, let's not say that. You might get me in trouble.
Man, that was back in the day, dude. You're married now. You're
Back in
domesticated.
my
You're all
whole
right.
days, bro.
You're safe, dude. You're safe. You got, as long as you got that
Look,
ring of protection.
I got that ring, bro. That purity ring.
Yeah, that's a chastity ring.
I'm locked up.
Hey, in your package, did you get one of those other rings to go on the other finger?
Oh yeah, dude. It vibrates too. If you don't believe it,
Mm-mm-mm. I believe it.
that's called the O ring.
Yeah,
There's a
no,
new
sucios.
definition to it. Sucios. Thank you,
Sucios.
Adam and Eve.
Mm.
All right, so I got our wheel of misfortune set up, so we can decide who's going first in
All
this.
right, ready whenever you are.
All right, hold your horses. AOZ.
Wait, you actually had music attached to it this time, and I heard it.
And you heard it because I actually pressed the right buttons this time, believe it or
Oh
not.
man, production value is going up.
Production values going up, baby. Hell yeah. All right. So this week we're doing a mock draft on the best video games ever. And sir, since you won the draft, you go first. We're picking 5. Okay. Oh shit, I forgot to make the list. Hold on,
But
wait a
hurry up,
second.
man. I know. I got a few.
Wait a second, homie. Wait a second. All right, Mr. Allen, Mr. AOZ.
All right,
You got
so
first.
first one I got, GTA San Andreas.
Ooh, a classic. Damn, okay. So you coming out with that fire.
I remember that one because I think that was like my second GTA that I got when I was little,
Uh-huh.
and that was the one that really stuck to me.
It stuck to you, huh?
Yeah. I spent so many hours on that. I didn't even have to look at the map to know where I was going.
Damn, it was like that.
I even remembered all the cheat codes.
Damn, Alan. All right. Since you're over here starting off hot, trying to cheat, I'm gonna go with Super Mario Bros. Keeping it classic.
Damn, I thought you were gonna say the next one I was gonna say.
Damn. All right, what you got next?
Oh wait, but are we doing the snake where you go again, or?
Oh yeah. Hold on.
All right, go
Hold
for it.
on.
Let's see what
Okay.
your second choice is.
Okay, I had Super Mario Bros. Now I'm gonna do Super Mario 64.
Ah, damn, you still didn't do what I thought you were gonna do.
I'm keeping it classy, bro.
You know what? I'll give you another chance to see if it. See if
No,
you
you go.
But no. I got another one. Sims.
Sims. Okay. All right, go again.
What am I on? Number 3. God of War.
Ooh,
God of War
which
1.
one? First one?
Yeah, I'll say the first one. No, you know what? Changes the second one. I remember the second one more than the first one.
Okay. I'm gonna go with the game that got all the fuckboys into gaming, 007 GoldenEye.
You know, I remember playing that one for like a little bit, but it wasn't mine. It was my cousin's. I remember the little gun that came with it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I
I
remember that. And
remember
his was
Pasha?
actually like his was actually like gold.
Ooh, nice.
Like the cartridge was gold.
Uh-huh. Okay. My next one is gonna be fuck. I'm already on 4. I got nothing but old ass games. All right, I'm gonna go Halo.
Ah, that's not too bad. Which one though?
First one.
The first one?
First one.
I feel like Halo 3 really stuck to everybody. I wasn't one of those Halo kids. Unfortunately, I didn't have an Xbox till like 2013.
I didn't either, but I had a Halo game on my computer at school.
Oh, you were one
Mm-hmm.
of those.
Oh
You're
yeah,
the reason why they started blocking all those VPNs and shit.
oh yeah, dude. I had a whole flash drive full of emulators and games, and I would sell copies of it to other kids.
Mother fucking. Let's go with Farming Simulator.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, because it doesn't matter which year you pick. It just keeps getting better and better. It's a
They're all the
it's a good
same.
game. It's a good one.
All right, what's your number 5? Your last pick.
Number 5. Last pick. I got 2 that are kind of tied right now. And I'm gonna go ahead and say Assassin's Creed.
Which one?
The third one.
Is that the one with the?
American Revolution.
I don't know how to spell assassin.
Or no, not American. Yeah, it is the American Revolution. ASSASSIN.
There's 2 S's, so it's
Yeah.
ass in.
Yeah, ass in.
Again, Chris, since you're over here talking shit about my spelling, I learned from a woman that didn't speak English. All right.
Hey, you're able to take your screen and turn it, upside down, then you'll be able to read better.
Doesn't mean I'll spell better. All right. Fuck. Number 5. I gotta pick a good one. You know what? I'm gonna go Modern Warfare 2. Because that game was Fuego.
I'm guessing in like the first one, the first
Yeah. The first generation. You got any
honorable mention? Battlefield.
Ooh, Battlefield's solid. Which one though?
Specifically for me, it'd be I joined late when it was 4, but I enjoyed 5, where it was World War II.
Okay. I'll just put Battlefield on there. There's a lot of good ones.
Yeah, there's a lot of good ones. But 5 specifically because I was actually a really good sniper in 5.
Is that the one that nobody liked? Oh no, 5 was in with China, right?
No.
Yeah.
The one in China was 4. That was the modern warfare one.
Oh, okay.
5, Battlefield 1 and Battlefield 5 what is it, like 2019
Oh,
or whatever
5 was the
years they
one
were.
where it was like the Germans, but they had like high tech robots and shit,
Eh,
right?
I think so.
Or something like that.
It's World War II. I just know that.
Okay, okay. I'm gonna say Pokemon, the gold one or the yellow one.
The Pikachu edition.
Yeah,
I think that's what it's called. Chris,
that
correct
was
me.
solid ass game.
Chris plays more Pokemon than either one of us.
Yeah, any other ones?
This one's for you, Chris. Legend of Zelda: Twilight Princess. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I didn't actually own the game. I just spent a lot of time at my cousin's house playing it. And the only reason why I played it was because you were able to turn into a wolf. That's all I would do.
Oh, you know which game? Do you ever remember playing True Crime? Streets of LA, where you were a cop, but it was like GTA, but you were a cop. And then there was a code where you can unlock Snoop Dogg.
That boy said he never played that game. I've heard of it. I don't think I ever played it though.
No, that was such a good game, dude. You were literally like a cop in LA, but you were a crooked cop. And it was like GTA, like you could choose to be a good cop or a bad cop. So
You know what? I might have played it.
Oh, how did we not say
might have played
GTA 5? Such a good game.
It is. It's still going, and I'm still waiting for GTA 6.
Bro, same.
I wonder how much better they're gonna make it and where they're gonna make it at. We all know it ain't gonna be
Look at Vice
Florida.
City. They already released the trailer.
Where?
Vice City.
Vice City?
Vice
What?
City?
Oh,
Yeah.
Vice. I heard Vice, and I was like, "What the fuck's a Vice?"
Look, man,
Or
stop
Vice.
making fun of my
So
accent,
they're making Miami again.
man.
Damn.
Yeah, buddy. But in good graphics.
Well,
All right. Let's see.
Ace Combat.
Ace Combat. Is that the airplane game?
Yeah, that's where you're a jet fighter
Yeah.
and you go out on the missions.
Okay, okay. This one's my last one, and I'm gonna say Super Smash Bros.
Oh, dude, how can we forget Super Smash?
Yeah.
I liked it when they had well, who was it? I think my favorite character to play on there was Lucario, the Pokemon.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Only because like every time I did like his special move, I was like, "Come out,
Mhm. You got any other ones?
um, World of Tanks /
Fucking hell.
World of Warships. They're both pretty good.
Okay. All right, and that's our honorable.
You want to do one more so we make it an even number, or are you just gonna end it
Sure.
at
Oh, you can be an even one.
Come on, man. It's gotta be you ever play Killzone?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one. I played up till 2. Because those were the only 2 that were on PlayStation 2 at the time, and then they moved up to PlayStation 3.
Right.
And my cousin had 3, but he had it with the special remote.
Oh,
It
that's
was like
pretty
the
dope.
rifle.
Oh yeah.
I could not play it, dude. It was weird.
Was it?
Yeah, because you had to like use like a thumbstick on there to like move, but yeah, you had to treat it like an actual gun. That shit was trippy.
Oh, that is weird. That's trippy. All right, so I think this is a pretty solid list. I'm sure Chris would be disappointed in us because we didn't mention any Pokemon in our actual list.
Oh,
In our actual list.
yeah, no. I didn't really play very much Pokemon. I mean, I might have played like Emerald or Sapphire
No, I played Yellow
and
and
Ruby, and that was it.
yeah,
That was that generation right there. That's where I stopped at.
that was
That's when
pretty
it was
solid.
like Game Boy SD.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's when I stopped.
Oh,
I
shit,
couldn't get
man.
into it.
I feel like this was a pretty solid list. I feel like maybe I might have the upper hand with our older listeners.
Yeah, you got the older list. I got more like a newer generation.
Yeah, most of our listeners are older.
I had a very long list.
Bro, I had a long list too. I
But
had
majority of them,
WrestleMania.
but majority of them for me, they were like games that I had like a lot of hours played.
Gotcha. Mine were
That
just
I just
games I
remember.
loved playing as a kid. Fuck, I forgot to put WWE SmackDown 2000.
Oh my God,
Greatest.
SmackDown versus Raw,
Yeah.
D-Generation X.
Yeah,
Oh
you know what I'm
man,
talking about. You
oh,
know what I'm talking about. When
Shawn
Dante's Inferno
Michaels.
was good. Fuck, man. There's so many games we
With
could have said.
Batista before he became a Marvel superhero.
Yeah. Yep, yep.
That's crazy that I actually didn't know it was John Batista until like I guess I saw like the cast or whatever, and I was like,
Dave
no
Bautista?
way.
Isn't it Dave?
Is it Dave Batista? I thought it was
Pretty
John.
sure it's Dave.
I don't know. I just know him as Batista.
I don't know,
It'd be really hilarious if you made his Marvel character do the Batista bomb.
Right, that'd be pretty dope.
I'd be like, oh, the homage, man.
Yeah, that'd be pretty dope. But yeah, okay. I feel like we had a good list. I feel like we had a really good conversation today, Alan.
I
We
think
might
so
have been
too.
full of jokes, but we got some seriousness on here.
Yeah, man. I feel like we brought some awareness to mental health.
Yeah, go sign up for BetterHelp and tell them that we sent you. Maybe I can find a code.
Yeah.
But
And
yeah,
maybe they'll send us an email and be like, "Hey, you want to be a sponsor?" And I'll be like, "Hell yeah, man! We're two individuals with a group of individuals that are all
some
mentally
serious mental
fucked.
health issues.
That are all mentally fucked in some way or another."
Yep, we're all pretty fucked up. And honestly, I feel like this is a great point to end the show. How do you feel?
I think so too.
I think
I think we've talked it out
I
quite a
think
bit.
we
I feel like
came, we conquered, we came some more,
yeah,
and we
man,
relieved ourselves.
that's a lot of cum.
Hey, it's the weekly D, bro. All right. Well, I feel like this is a great part to end the show. We had a lot of fun. We got to play our mock draft. We got serious. Alan almost shed a tear. We also found out that Alan is questionable about trans. So trans people that listen to us, hit them
Hey
up.
man,
Maybe
all it takes
that
is
works
just
out.
one to change your opinion, bro.
That's what I'm
All it
saying,
takes is
man.
one.
That's what I'm saying.
That's why I'm trying to
Again,
hurry up and get married before I do something stupid.
there you go. Before you do something with that. Again, my name's Danny G. That's Mr. AOZ. This is the greatest podcast in the world, the Weekly D. We had lots of fun. Remember, if you send your man's your meat, that's not gay, but if he keeps it, you might want to question him. This has been the Weekly D podcast. And remember, if you can't get it daily, get it weekly. Peace.
Peace.